What's up, everybody? Here to talk about this today's General Hospital episode. Um, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, like a lot of rumors that's going around out there that I want to talk about. Well, kind of rant about at the end of this video, but I'm gonna talk about today's episode. Talk about today's episode for a while before I do all that. Before I get into all those rumors and whatnot. Today's episode was it was pretty good. There's a lot of things. I actually figured out a lot of stuff in this episode of where a lot of these storylines are going. Um, let me get into it. Let me start. I don't even know where to start. Let me just start off with Michael and Kiki. I wasn't really here for Michael and Kiki today. Michael was just sitting there, pouring his heart out to Kiki, saying why. Um, Basically, they're looking for Morgan, asking why did he turn in the gun with that for AJ. Turned basically to confront Morgan, asking why he turned the gun in, that murder weapon in. Because we all know yesterday's episode, Morgan found the gun, that AJ, well, apparently AJ used. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all something. I don't believe I know they didn't really talk about what AJ went on today, but I'm gonna say this. I don't believe AJ killed Connie. I don't. From what I heard from like a spoomer, y'all know the rumor and like putting spoiler and rumor together, a spoomer that neither AJ or Ava Jerome killed Connie. That it was Alice accidentally came in, well, followed AJ. I'm sorry for spoiling stuff. Well, I'm not even sure this is gonna happen, but that Alice followed AJ to Crimson and to stop him basically stop him from doing something stupid like killing Connie. And he and Alice fought over the gun, and the gun accidentally went off. So that's what I heard is actually the how Connie died. That's what I heard from like rumors and spoilers and spoomers and whatnot. But there's not really much truth to it. They're just really spoomers. But anyway, but yeah, Michael sitting there talking to Kiki about sitting there telling Kiki that how he was how Sonny's his father, but because Kiki basically asked him why is Michael sticking by AJ. He basically was sitting there saying that he really called. Wait, damn, that wasn't the first time Michael called AJ dad. He called him dad like I think it was a month or so ago. This episode, I remember Michael calling him dad. He actually called him dad, at the police station. He called him dad, and he basically said AJ was sitting there all depressed and basically about to get taken to jail. And from what I understand is, like I said, we all know AJ's probably gonna get off with this, but Michael and Kiki would sit there consoling each other, and Michael left, but I guess before Morgan came in. Michael left, but while Morgan was gone, Morgan actually went and saw Olivia. Morgan actually wouldn't seen Olivia. He went and saw Olivia, and he basically was looking for Sonny, and Sonny was over at Olivia's house, and he basically was like trying to see how Sonny was doing from the whole Connie situation. He was trying to see how he was doing, and Olivia basically was sitting there telling Morgan how she basically has to figure out what they're gonna do with Connie's wedding, with Connie's funeral and whatnot. They're gonna make arrangements for her funeral, and she basically reminded Morgan that family comes first, and how he shouldn't be, but how he shouldn't be doing all this for Michael. If this whole thing with AJ is important to Michael, if AJ trying to be proved with AJ not killing Connie, and even though they basically the evidence, I will say the evidence is there that AJ was the one that AJ was the last one there, and that Olivia did see AJ's name written in blood, and Morgan and Olivia basically sitting there saying that AJ was they know AJ is guilty. They know he's guilty, and that there's no way he's getting away from this, and how he got out of jail the last time because of his name, because he was a Quartermain. And I'm basically like, and this actually also brings it back to Michael and Kiki's conversation. Michael was saying something like how he loves Sonny, how everyone calls AJ a thug and say AJ's a no good, how he's a thug and whatnot. But I'll say this: how the hell is AJ a thug? But what the hell is Sonny? So they're saying AJ's a thug, but what the hell is Sonny? I mean, and Olivia and Morgan are sitting there saying how AJ's a monster, he's a thug, and basically sitting there throwing him on the bus. But you two, you're Sonny's son. Sonny ain't really, to me, in my opinion, Sonny is not really no worse than AJ. Sonny's no worse than AJ. But anyway, cause Sonny is basically an organized killer. If AJ really did kill Connie, he I mean, he had motive to do it, and I'm not saying it's right for him. He shouldn't have killed. I'm not saying it's right for him to have killed Connie, but I mean, they can't be sitting there throwing stones at AJ. But what Sonny is an organized killer. He just gets paid to do it. When Sonny sees somebody he doesn't like, he just goes up and kills them. But anyway, um, enough of all that. At the end of today's episode, Olivia goes upstairs, and Morgan's sitting there looking at a picture of he, Sonny, and Michael. Olivia goes upstairs to basically check on Sonny, and she finds out Sonny's not there. So Sonny apparently left a suicide note or something like that. My understanding is Sonny left a suicide note um and whatnot, and apparently Sonny's gonna try to kill himself. And this is something else I gotta rant about. So apparently, out of all the women that Sonny Corinthos has had, Connie's the one. When Connie's the one that makes him want to kill himself. I mean, losing Connie. I'm trying to think. A lot of the women Sonny has actually been with have died and been shot and whatnot. But I'll say this: Connie. I know they claim Connie was Sonny's childhood sweetheart. She was the love of his life when he was growing up. She was his first love and whatnot. But you mean to tell me Connie Falconeri is out of all the women Sonny's been with, she's the one that has drove him to kill himself, to potentially kill himself, try to commit suicide, or to attempt suicide? I mean, I just don't buy that. This is just a plot. To me, this is just a plot point to drive this who killed Connie story out, and basically they give Maurice Bernard something to do. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about some of the stuff I like today. I'm gonna tell you, yesterday and today, I pretty much liked all the Felix stuff, the Felix and Brad stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all, Patrick knocked the shit out of Brad. He socked the shit out of him. But anyway, this actually, and this whole stuff with Felix and Brad and all this, that actually just proves to me that Felix is a better character without Sabrina always being around. I mean, because his whole storyline is basically based off Sabrina, his friendship for Sabrina. I mean, and I like the fact that they actually are, well, Felix don't want anything to do with Brad now because because Britt told Patrick that Brad's the baby's father, and I don't buy that either. Like I said, I continue to say this. That baby is Dante and Lulu's, one of Dante and Lulu's unfertilized rotten eggs. I forever stand by that. Theory. But anyway, yeah. So Britt says that the baby's Brad's the baby's father, and she and Patrick's all pissed off, and Felix is pissed off at Brad, and Brad is basically sitting there. He gets a call from Britt, and he basically like, this is a way to basically saying she should have warned him that she was gonna do this, because like I said, we all know Brad's not that baby's father. I'm not sure Britt's even the baby's. Like I said, I'm not even sure Britt's the baby's mother. But anyway, Britt was sitting there talking to Nicholas and sitting there telling Nicholas everything and whatnot, that she lied and whatnot. And Nicholas actually said that all this reminds him of the time when Liz, they thought Aiden was lucky. They thought Aiden was Nicholas' son, and Nicholas in a way seems like he seriously hadn't really got over that, because he was at the end of today's episode, he was really sitting there staring at a picture of Elizabeth and Aiden. So he really seriously hasn't gotten over that. He hadn't gotten over the fact that Aiden's not his child. But anyway, but yeah, and you can tell how he was sitting there telling Britt the story, telling her how Helena manipulated it all, and Helena lied and put it all in motion, and how he basically said how she did it basically she had her reasons of doing it, and her reasons basically weren't good intentions to do it. But anyway. So, but he actually said, so Britt actually left Windermere, was about to leave Windermere. She's about to go get dressed and get ready to leave Windermere, and then she walks in and sees Nicholas staring at the picture of Aiden and staring at the Elizabeth and Aiden's picture. And you can tell that she still has guilt on her face. So Britt just basically needs to flat out tell the honest truth, tell the full truth, because yesterday she seemed like, even when she was backed into a wall, she still she told the truth and lied at the same damn time. She told the truth and lied at the same time. But anyway, let me talk about this Alexis and Julian and Sam and Silas. I mean, I don't really like Sam and Silas as a couple. And I can tell you that's where they're going. I can tell you that way it looks like that's where they're going. But I don't, even though I don't like it, there's nothing I can do about it. So, but I don't really. Sam and Silas kissed, and Sam was basically sitting there trying to say that it can't happen again, and that there was nothing, there's nothing there. And Silas is basically like, I feel, so I have feelings for you, and I know you probably have those same feelings in return, but you just don't want to act on them. But anyway, and if you want my opinion, I don't think Sam's even over Jason. Sam's not even really over Jason in my opinion. I don't think she's over him. But anyway, then we got Alexis and Julian. I can tell you, I saw that coming. When Julian came onto the show, I can tell you that I saw that coming. But Alexis she walked in on Julian and his on his boxers and when his briefs or whatnot. I wasn't really here for that. I didn't really care to see that, but she walks in on him and his boxers and his underwear and whatnot, and she gets all hot and ass, and I'm gonna tell you something. Every time Alexis was on screen today, a lot of my male viewers probably gonna attest to this. My straight male viewers, all I kept looking at was Alexis and her them tig old bitties. I mean, she has, Nestle Grant has. I mean, to be, I think she's like 56, 57 in real life. She has a great body in my. She has a great body. I mean, I'd hit it. I mean, give it a chance, I'd hit it. Anyway, but yeah. I kept looking at Alexis' rack. I mean, her boobs were out most of the whole episode. But anyway, but yeah, what else happened on today's episode I want to talk about? That's really it. It was a pretty good episode, but leave me a comment on how you guys feel about today's episode. Or not try to get back at you. Just leave me a comment at the bottom of the video. But let me talk about these rumors that have been circling around. A lot of these rumors that have been circling around. One of the rumors that's circling around is that apparently there was a lot of positive feedback from Georgie when Georgiana, Max's sister Georgie, when she came back on as a ghost. It was a lot of positive feedback from that. And apparently people are saying she just may actually show back up alive. And I'm like, I don't need any more returns from the dead. I don't believe that. Don't believe any of this. There's no truth to any of these. These are just really spoomers right now. Well, not even spoomers. They're just rumors right now. Or they also kind of sound like fan fiction. But and they're also saying that they're saying she may actually show back up alive. I don't believe that. Just because she had positive feedback when she came back as a ghost didn't mean they're gonna bring her back. I mean, so did Alan Quartermain comes back as a ghost all the time, and I guess they should bring him back too. I mean, just because they get positive feedback for coming back, and also Rick Weber, when he came back for the 50th anniversary, he got pretty positive feedback. Emily got great feedback when she came back from the dead. When she came back from as a ghost, I mean, so I'm not really feeling. I don't believe that. I don't believe George is coming back from the dead. Another rumor is, I've been hearing this Lucas Jones rumor for a long time. I'm starting not to believe it because nobody like big in the soap press has actually really said anything about it. So I'm not really keen to believe until somebody big says something about it. But anyway, what's another one of the rumors out there? Apparently, from what I hear, from what a source gave me, what somebody gave me, told me on Twitter, they direct messaged me on Twitter, and I've been reading this on. I don't know how true it is, but apparently the role of Taylor has been recast. Y'all know Felix's little sister, who we had seen in forever. Apparently she's been recast, and from what I hear, she's been recast by actress by the name of Pippa Soniga or something like that. You can look her up on Twitter. But apparently the actress that was playing her, Samantha Logan, apparently she has gotten cast in a Disney movie and got cast in some TV show or something like that, and she had to quit. She had to quit. And I can also say that from what I understand, I said that the teen storyline was put on hold. From what I understand, what somebody told me that claims to have an inside source has said that, in fact, that teen storyline has been picked back up and it's currently undergoing rewrite. So they're rewriting it. They're just rewriting the teen story. I'm okay with it as long as it's not predictable, which I know it probably will be. It's not predictable, but anyway, that's really all I can really that I can really say for like rumors I've heard. But if you guys know any other rumors that's out there in the GH, out there that maybe out there for GH is concerned, leave me a comment below. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about today's episode. I'll try to get a video up to review tomorrow's episode. It really depends on my schedule and whatnot. But anyway, let me know how you guys thought about today's episode. Leave me a comment below. But anyway, this is Dominic checking out. Peace, God bless, and I'm out.